Alright, today is 25th of May. I technically graduated from high school, but there's exams more to go. So after exams, I'm gonna get this thing that I graduated from high school and school in general. And from there, your parents, people around, people at school expect you to go to uni. Yeah, they definitely not gonna like me and my decision. But the thing is, you don't really have to stress a lot about this thing. The cheat code which I have come up with, I'm just gonna fail the exams when I'm gonna be getting into uni, and that's pretty much it. If you're gonna fail the exams, then you don't have to come up with all this, you know, how to say that, reasons or for your parents excuses to not go to uni, that explaining to them that uni doesn't teach you, uni doesn't prepare you, uni, blah 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 blah, and versus just not getting accepted to uni is two different things. um in first case, when you're not gonna get into uni, at least they are not gonna get upset about it that much, because you're gonna first explain them and you're gonna ease their pain, their heart, because they really believe in that this is something important. And if you don't explain them that this is not, then how? Whatever. This is my plan. I'm just gonna apply to a bunch of unis. I don't really care. Like, I just whatever, I'm just gonna apply, and I know I'm gonna fail, and I'm just gonna keep going with my businesses. I know it's a little more painful than I know that people are gonna look at me weird. I know that people are gonna, when our relatives are gonna come to our house and they're gonna be talking about what kind of uni their son that get into, even if her or his son is whatever. Yeah, I know that I'm probably not gonna like this kind of conversations, and either is my mom. None of us are gonna like this conversation. But I just have to get through this stage in life, and the future looks bright, even if the current position is not fancy, is not wow, but thank God for everything again. My programming teacher, the man who taught me front-end development, has a really good quote. He says, when you don't see light, it kind of feels like you're buried alive, but you don't know that you have been planted, right? You all have been planted. You are not buried alive. It's not end, it's only the beginning, right? When you're buried alive, it's death, it's end. When you're planted, it's just the very beginning of your journey. Okay, I think, if you have been watching my videos, you know that I'm sick, and I'm a little ill. So first half of the day I have been working, but another half of the day, after 12 p.m, I have been doing all this medical stuff. So what did I actually worked on the first half of the day? I'm gonna be honest with you, even if the number one thing for me in my life is, actually, I did wanted to work on my agency. For those who are new, I'm a web design agency owner. My number one priority is my web design agency, and I want to make millions of dollars, inshallah, out of this thing, right? But I also have my startup, which I'm launching on the side to just create new things. Yeah. I worked on the landing page of my startup because it's easier. It's basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I wanted to have 2 meetings with my sales guys in my agency, but they didn't come. First one wanted to reschedule, second one right before the interview. You know, interview was the first sales guy was between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Was the second one. It's from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Yeah. And around that time, at like I think 9:30 or 10 a.m., second one said, you know what, I'm doing my medical studies right now, and I don't think I can do both of these things at the same time, because this thing requires a lot of attention, and exams are coming and stuff like that. And your job which you're giving to me right now is also requires a lot of patience, a lot of hard work, and I can't just do both of them. The first guy, he said yes, but he didn't came to the interview. He wanted to reschedule the interview. And in fact, after this, this medical stuff, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna take all these interviews. Thank God I'm feeling better right now, but if you could have saw me at the very beginning of this day, you wouldn't, I don't know if you would have watched the video, because I was really, you wake up and you're exhausted. You have a headache and you have fatigue. But thank God, right now, it's a lot better. And yeah, that's why maybe I'm recording this video. Otherwise, I wouldn't record this video. At the very beginning of this day, at the start of this day, at 9 a.m., at 10 a.m., I thought I can't record the video today. I wanted to make a post today on YouTube that, I'm sorry, but I can't make videos. I'm feeling really bad. I'm sick. Yeah. Uni, my web design agency, my startup, the sickness, 4 of these things, my YouTube channel, 5 of these things right now in my life. It just kind of feels like a chaos, but I'm thankful. Alhamdulillah. At the moment when I'm recording this video, of course, you can see happiness in my face, but yeah, I know in the back of my head, I know all of the things are good. This people are not coming for meetings. It's not in your hands, in your control. But the fact that you're even trying to get these meetings with these people, the fact that you're even trying to do something about it, I respect it and I love it. The fact that you're, doing this startup thing, you're doing, yes, you're sick, but you're still recording some kind of videos to YouTube. If I'm being honest with you, the last thing which you want to do is to put publicly yourself out there when you're not feeling really well. Anyway, these days will pass away, inshallah. Good days are gonna come when our first premium subscribers on our startup are gonna come. I have a meetings with 2 of other sales guys on Monday at 9:30, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and 9:30 to 10 a.m. By this time, I hope I'm gonna get even better than I am right now, inshallah. But this doctors, it's not fancy as it looks right now, yeah, whatever. Okay, I think it's enough for today. If I'm being honest with you, the only thing I worked on today is I wanted to have 2 meetings. I at least planned to have 2 meetings, and plan failed. People didn't come. This is what it comes to my agency. Second thing is my startup. I worked on the landing page, the home page of my startup, and I did pretty good job, alhamdulillah. The only thing which has left is to make a menu bar. When you click on the menu and there's like bunch of other links, but there's 2 sections on the homepage. Both of them are done, and both of them have responsiveness. So yeah. Yeah, I wish I could have recorded everything which is going on in my life. In fact, you know what? No, I don't want that. I don't really want to record so much. It's already, what am I recording? It's, recording the times, situations in my life which are not doing well, but alhamdulillah. And recording even that stages when I was at hospital with my mom earlier this day. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. Peace.